Welcome back to Alice's Crochet Corner. Today we have a very exciting project where we are going to be crocheting an accessories pouch that is perfect for you to put in your sunglasses or anything that you need. This pattern is entirely customizable, which means that you can use any type of yarn you like and you can adjust it to be any size that you want. This took less than an hour to make, so it's the perfect project if you want something nice and quick. Thank you so much for joining me, and let's get right into it. This is the type of yarn that I will be using today, but to be very honest, I got this from Japan and I'm not 100% sure the type of yarn that it is, but I'm going to use a 3.5mm hook to crochet with this yarn. And so you can really use any type of yarn that you like. In terms of other materials, I recommend having one stitch marker and also the needle for us to weave in our ends at the end of the project. We are going to start by creating a slip knot. How I like to do mine is I grab my yarn to form a loop, grab the tail end of the yarn and pull through, insert our hook and pull tight. Next, we are going to be chaining the width of our pouch. For me, I am going to do a total of 11 chains. To do a chain, we wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through. That's 1. I'm going to go ahead and do a total of 11. Next, we are going to work 1 double crochet into the second chain from the hook. We don't count the chain on the hook, so that is our second chain. To do a double crochet, we wrap our yarn around our hook once, insert our hook into that second chain and pull up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through the remaining 2 loops. So that is our first double crochet, and you want to use a stitch marker to mark that stitch, as that is our first stitch. And we are going to continue on and work 1 double crochet in every chain, including that last chain. So I'm going to show you continuing on with my double crochet, working along the chains all the way. And I am going to continue until I have reached the end. I have worked a double crochet in every chain, and you can see that in this last chain there is 1 double crochet. We want to have a total of 6 double crochet in this chain, so I'm going to go ahead and do 5 more. And so this is our second double crochet, our third, 4th, 5th and 6th. Now you can see we have a total of 6 double crochet, which is creating that turn for us. We're going to go ahead and work 1 double crochet in these underlying chains. So I'm going to show you. You can see this double crochet is sitting right above this one from the other side, and we are just going to continue. We're going to keep going all the way until we have reached the end. I have now worked a double crochet in every chain on the opposite side, and again you can see in this last chain I already have 1 double crochet. We want to do what we've done here and have a total of 6. So again, I'm going to go ahead and do 5 more. That's my second one, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. If you started off and also chained 11 like I did, we should have a total of 30 stitches all the way around. Once you are happy with the number of stitches, we're going to grab out our stitch marker and we are going to do a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. So we're going to insert our hook right above that stitch, grab our yarn and pull through again. We have now finished with the base of our pouch, and from here on the pattern is going to be for the body of the pouch. The body is going to be exactly the same until we have reached the desired height. To start, we always chain 2, and this does not count as a stitch. And so in that same stitch, we are going to work 1 double crochet, marking our first stitch for this round. We are going to grab our stitch marker and mark that stitch. And we are going to go ahead and continue on with our double crochet and work 1 double crochet in every stitch. And as you can see, I'm just working along. We are going to repeat that and do 1 double crochet all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're done. I have now worked a double crochet in every stitch all the way around, and we should have the same number of stitches as what we ended in with the last round. So right now I know I have a total of 30 stitches, and to end this round again we are going to be doing a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. So again, grabbing out that stitch marker, we're going to insert our hook, grab our yarn and pull through again. And that is the first round of the body of our pouch done. We're going to go ahead and just repeat exactly what we have done for this round, and I'm going to do it a total of 14 times. So if you want the same height as me for the pouch, go ahead and do another 13 rounds of the body, and I'll meet you when we're done. I have finished working on the body. You can see I did a total of 14 rounds of the body. We are almost done with the pouch, and I'm really loving how it's looking. What we're going to do to finish off the pouch is we're going to work slip stitches all across and around the pouch, because I think it creates a very nice and neat look. We are going to start off by chaining 1, and in that same stitch we are going to be doing a slip stitch. So inserting our hook and grabbing our yarn and pulling through again. I'm going to use a stitch marker to mark that, and then we are going to continue on with our slip stitch. So using our hook and moving it into the next stitch, we're going to grab our yarn and pull up a loop and pull through again, and we are just going to continue on. And as you can see, it's creating this really nice sort of border, and it's alright if you feel that your work tightens a little bit. That's part of the pattern and you're not doing anything wrong. And we are just going to continue with the slip stitch all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're done. I have worked a slip stitch all the way around, and to end this round we are also going to be doing a slip stitch into our first slip stitch. So removing our stitch marker, we're going to insert our hook through that stitch, grab our yarn and pull through again. We have now finished with the pouch, and it is looking super cute. To end it, we are going to cut our yarn, chain 1, and we are going to weave this end in. You can turn your pouch inside out if you like, but I'm just gonna weave it in through like this, working on the inside of the stitches so that you can't see it from the outside. I just like to do it through as many different directions as possible. And this way it really makes sure that we don't undo any of our hard work. I'm going to do it one more time, going down the stitches, and once I am happy with it, I'm going to cut our yarn. And there we have it. We have now finished with our pouch, and it's looking so cute. We are now on to making our drawstring. We are going to go ahead and make two. I have already made one so that you can roughly know what it looks like. But what we want to be able to do is have our drawstring wrap around the front and back of one side. And we're going to go ahead and create the other one so that I can do it for the other side. To do a drawstring, we again create a slip knot. And we are going to chain the length that allows us to wrap front and back around our pouch. And for me, that's a total of 55 chains. So I'm going to go ahead and do 55 chains again. Once we have chained 55, we're going to grab our scissors and cut our yarn and weave through. And that is our drawstring done. And just a reminder that we need to create two of these. Now we are going to weave our drawstring in. We are going to start from the left hand side. You can use a crochet hook if you like, but I like to use a needle because I think it's much quicker. And so starting from the left hand side, as we lay our pouch flat, I'm going to go over and weave it through in an over-under motion, being careful not to accidentally pick up any stitches as we weave through. So what we want to do is keep going until we have reached where we have started weaving in. I have finished weaving through, and you can see I have ended up back where I've started. And so this is how it's looking at the moment. We are going to start weaving in from the right hand side and follow the path that was set out for us in the left hand side. So I'm going to go underneath. Just want to make sure that we're not going through any stitches. I'm going to follow the over-under motion. Just going to continue on and work all the way around. I am back where we started, and you can see this is how it's looking at the moment. Next we are going to connect the drawstrings together. So how I like to do it is create a knot, and I tighten when I'm as close to the slip knot as possible. So you can see I'm adjusting it so it's as close to the end of our drawstring, or the start of our drawstring I should say. I'm just pulling tight. You can see it's nice and connected now, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the other side as well. Just being careful and taking our time so that the knot is as close to the end of the drawstring as possible. Just like that. It's looking so cute. Next, I'm going to grab our scissors and I'm going to cut as close as possible. And you can see that the ends are now nice and even. Look at what we just made, guys. I am honestly so proud of us. I really hope you enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial today. If you did, it would mean a lot to me if you could please like or comment down below. It really helps my channel so that I can continue making these videos for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.